Alright, good morning everybody, and welcome to Star Wars Fanatic. Sorry for last week, I missed the live stream. I had a lot I was doing. I had grandkids over and stuff, and a lot of them. Not a lot, 3. Okay, that may be a lot. I don't know. Some of you may not have grandkids, so you may think 3 grandkids is a lot. Anyways, so I'm calling off of a strenuous couple weeks. Just work stuff, and I don't know. I don't like this camera angle. It's kind of bugging me. I need to move it around a little bit. It's not the most flattering thing. Everybody hear me pretty good? Hey Cooper, good to see you. And Don, good to see you. Alright, and the camera's going crazy. Maybe that's better. Is that a little better? I think so. You can see my pretzels back there. That's my snack when I'm working on videos. I won't snack on it today, though. But Darth Vader says good morning, and I say good morning. And thank you for joining me. Anyways, I'm coming off of a long week with work, and the last couple of weeks have really been strenuous. There's only 2 supervisors in my area, me being one of them. And I do the front half of the week, and the other fellow does the second half of the week, and it's a lot on us, so we're trying to empower other people to help us out and take a little pressure off of us. Hey, good morning, Atomic Beast. Do I think Bo-Katan met Django before, like the latter killing many of her comrades? Around the time of Attack of the Clones, or I think during the Clone Wars. I think Bo-Katan was only between 16 and 18. So when Boba was in the middle of the Mandalorian Civil War, it ended about 10 years prior to the Clone Wars, from what I understand. So that would have put her at 7 or 8 years old. Her sister may have known Django. And she may have heard mention of Django, but Mandalorians mature a lot faster than humans on our own planet, so maybe she did. So, yeah, I mean, it's possible. Hey, Sydney, good to see you. Hey, Don. Yeah, I'm not photogenic. Yeah. I did fix my lighting today. It's a little brighter on one side than I like it, but I don't know. I'm just trying some new stuff, trying to spice it up a little bit, see what you guys think. So, we didn't get a chance to talk about the Bad Batch season finale. What did you guys think of that? I liked it for the emotional attachments that it had. How the Brotherhood stood, whether half of them were on one side and one of them was on another or whatever. And Omega was sympathetic, really, to Crosshair, telling him, I was hoping it was the inhibitor chip, but I was wrong, which in any case I was right, because I said his inhibitor chip wasn't working for a long time. But anyways, I'm not trying to gloat. So I think it was a really good episode. It was really deep. It wasn't about the action or anything like that. It did have action in it, but not as much as other people wanted. There's a lot of people that are upset because it didn't have as much action as the episode before and all that. Atomic Beast, yeah, it may have. I did get to work the other day, but right now it is just not. So I'll plug it in, so at least we have that red ambient light. Yep, I'm a mess here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really disorganized today. I haven't had much chance to be down here in the cave to work on things. I've done a couple videos and stuff that normally takes me about 4 or 5 hours to do a video. Yesterday it took me 9 hours to do a video because different things. Hey Robin, good to see you. Let's see. I'm getting a message now. Alright. Ward, if you're on, ask directly through here, please. I really don't want to look at my phone. Yeah, I could see that, Don. I could see that 15 should have been the finale, leave us on a cliffhanger, and then 16 come along, and maybe make it a little bit longer as well. Hey, Canute, good to see you, buddy. Keith Gordon, good to see you. Allison, hey, how you doing? And Sydney81. So I think this season overall could have used probably 4 more episodes in the middle. They left a lot of things untouched that they briefly went after. They didn't really talk too much about after that. Like the whole Kamino and cloners wanting to get Omega back to clone her, but they didn't say what the purpose of it was. They didn't say, we're going to make an army to go against the Empire or another army for the Empire and show them how relevant we really are. I really would have liked to seen that dug in deeper, but then they killed Lama Su and Tanwi, and we really got nothing after that. And it would have been nice to know what their plans were. Oh no, Don, absolutely. Everything doesn't need to be fast paced. They need to slow down episodes just for the story and for the connections of the characters and the arcs and stuff like that. Everything can't be bam, 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 bam. It doesn't work out like that. Hey, Ward, there's your message. I wonder if Sid was Obi-Wan's informant during the Clone Wars. Could we see Dexter Jetster from Attack of the Clones in the Bad Batch Season 2? That's possible, Ward. Reading the War of the Bounty Hunters comic books, I could have swore the first episode, or the alpha number 1 of that was Dexter Jetster. I swear it was. Had the same mustache, same clothes on, everything. I haven't seen it confirmed that it's not him, but he called him Doc, so I'm not really sure. More Hauser. Yeah, absolutely, Don. Well, Cooper, it's not over yet. We've seen Fennec Shan, so maybe that's just the beginnings, because they're talking about this tying into the Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, and everything else. I think everything's going to come together in one big series. Kind of like the MCU's doing it, only I hope they don't bring Thanos in. That would just be stupid. Let's see. I think Crosshair is a way that some from Legends continuity are true, and that some clones willingly served the Empire. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure Commander Fox would have served the Empire had he lived long enough to be an Imperial stormtrooper. Yeah, I think that's absolutely true. Yeah, LFC or Knut, I was upset about that too. Well, not upset, just a little bit disappointed. I was really hoping to see Boba Fett, and all my predictions showed Boba Fett coming because Fennec Shan, and Cad Bane with the plate on his head. That really pointed at a Boba Fett arc, but maybe it'll be in season 2. I guess we'll have to wait a year or two before we see that play out. And that brings me another point. I wish they'd get these seasons out a little bit sooner. I know that COVID and all that has happened, but with animated series, people can record their voice at home and then it gets tweaked over a computer over at the soundstage. Animators can work on animations on their own. They don't need to all be in together, but like the Mandalorian is taking it's going to not be out till 2022 or 2023. The last episode we saw was 2020. I mean, come on, this is taking longer than Stranger Things. That's oof. Atomic Beast, good one. Yeah, don't fire at Vader. Need to yeet. Bye bye, Fox. Sorry, guys. This is my first morning coffee. Like I said, I was setting up a lot of stuff. You can't see it back there, but I got my green screen set up just so I could do new thumbnails and stuff like that. Trying new stuff all the time to get it spiced up, get my channel spicy. I like it spicy. Yeah. So that's it with the Bad Batch. The Bad Batch season 1 was great. Every other episode that didn't have Sid in it. And as far as Sid being the informant for Obi-Wan, that could be. I would like to see Sid portrayed as a Trandoshan, not a wisecracking diner waitress. It just made no sense to me why they'd make it a Trandoshan. They could have the diner waitress in Attack of the Clones was more believable than Sid. You want some Java juice, honey? That lady. And I mean, Sid sounds like, would you like some coffee? Hey, DR, good to see you. Yeah, yeah. Fox needed to stay down in the Coruscant underworld. He really had no business up there. And Five's the whole deal. You know, everything could have been avoided, but we know how everything turns out, so it was unavoidable. The Basilisk in the War of the Bounty Hunters, Alpha 1 was named Duck Ragon. Okay, thanks, Knut. He looked a lot like Dexter, and I could have swore it was him. I even made a video saying that it was him, but, you know, I'm allowed to be wrong once in a while. And thank you for correcting me on that. I don't understand the reference on that one, Keith. Maybe I'm just dumb. Yeah, he could have changed his name. I mean, maybe him telling about the Kaminoan cloners put a hit out on him or something, and he ran to Nar Shaddaa and changed his name. Which Boba novel? You talking about the Bounty Hunter series? It's cheaper if you get them on Audible or something like that. But, I mean, the paperbacks aren't that much at Barnes & Noble, maybe $7, $8. Maybe the Bad Batch might help some Mandalorian clans to hide from the Empire, although that would be impossible due to what the clones did to them. Yeah, kind of. But if you remember in Legends, there were clones that became Mandalorians. The Scarada, Clan Scarada, that was notable. So I'm hoping that the Bad Batch becomes something like that, Clan Scarada, or something along that lines. I mean, okay, one thing I'm not liking is, I forget the name of the mountain that the new cloning facility is on, but it's showing implications of Luke, and I hate that story with a passion. I hate the whole Luke story of the evil clone to Luke Skywalker. I think it was it was just an abomination of a story. I'm sorry if you guys like it and think it's great and all that. I'm just not a big fan of it. I thought it was just over the top. So them putting that cloning facility in the Bad Batch just makes me nervous, because I know Luke's a baby right now, and cloning him is going to be stupid because nobody knows he exists other than Obi-Wan, Aunt Beru. A few people just know he exists, and they're not going to tell Vader or the Empire about it because they're hiding them from Vader and the Empire. Yeah, Mount Tannis, that's it. I see other YouTubers, a theory guy saying it's gonna be Luke, and a nerd guy going, it's gonna be Luke, and they're all excited like, I mean, come on, let Luke go. Come on, get away from the Jedi, get away from the Sith for a little bit. Let's get more into other cultures and Star Wars. It's not all about Luke Skywalker. They said they were trying to move away from the Skywalker saga and to bring Luke back. It was bad enough they brought him back in the Mandalorian. Sorry, guys. I know everybody loved it that he was back. It was cool seeing him for a minute, but I hope he stays gone. He needs to go off and do his own thing. If they want to do a Luke Skywalker spinoff, by all means do that, and I'll watch it, and I'll love it. But it's The Mandalorian, and it's supposed to be away from Jedi and Sith and all that stuff. Know about from the Vader Immortal and the Martez sisters. Yeah, I don't know about the robot from Vader Immortal. I don't have an Oculus, so I don't get to play that. But the Martez sisters, yes. I don't know. I don't think they were unlikable. I just think they were unnecessary. There's a good theory out there. Boba wasn't in Bad Batch because they're going to wait for Book of Boba, and more people will like Boba. We'll bring him back in Bad Batch Season 2. That's possible too. But I think with him appearing in The Mandalorian, a lot of people started liking Boba Fett. there were a lot of people that hated Boba Fett before that. They thought he was a useless character. He never did anything, didn't have any lines, was only in the movies for 6 minutes. But then after The Mandalorian, they saw him whoop ass. And, I mean, he had a big old can of that whoop ass, too. And he just clobbered them. And everybody's like, okay, this guy's a badass. I see why everybody likes him now. Not just because he looks cool. Cloning the Zillo Beast to perfect the Palpatine clones before the creature destroy the entire mountain. Yeah, I'd like to see, if they are cloning the Zillo Beast, I would like to see him destroy that mountain before the Luke thing comes about. Sorry, I keep bringing that up, but it's driving me nuts. Thanks, Knut. I'm glad somebody's on my side with that one. We might get a flashback of something hinting at Bad Batch. Yeah, the way I see them tying in Book of Boba Fett and the Bad Batch is, come on, let's make them Clan Scarada. Do some flashbacks during the Book of Boba, showing Hunter, Wrecker, Echo, and Tech going through their training as Mandalorians and reshaping their armor and getting and that kind of stuff. Then turn it into a live-action spin-off of Clan Scarada with the Bad Batch and the next generation coming up with them. DR, you know what I'm going to say to that. Everybody, I want to just take this moment and say, for all these months that I've been doing live streams, DR has been like pestering me, not in a bad way, but just 2 sets of armor. Boba has 2 sets of armor. And he may be right. It took me this long to dig deep and deep and deep and figure it out. But if you guys haven't seen the video I made about the armor, I will go ahead and put a link to that. Give me just a second here. One second. Sign out to chat. What? No, I can chat here. All right. There's the link. Everybody check it out when you get a chance. I think it's good, but I think everything I do is good. Well, not everything, but I think a lot of things I do are good. And it's fun to do it. I like investigating this stuff. I like when people call me out and make me look stupid. It's fine with me. I'm all about learning. Hang on. Texting Edits, letting him know that we're doing the live stream. Yeah, Don, that white prototype armor is awesome. I want to get the Black Series white prototype Boba Fett helmet. I've cut back on collecting the 6-inch figures for a little bit. Not because I don't want them, but because I'm running out of room for them. And I'd rather start saving up money for some of the Hot Toys and Sideshow stuff. Much more danger. I'm lost in the conversation. I'm sorry. Give me a second here. Bad Batch gets Rocky training. And they have to play the final countdown in the background. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get that. The Atomic Beast. Why somebody didn't say, hey, smart man, clone this. They could have cloned Anakin again. If Palpatine was really into the cloning of the Force sensitives, he should have cloned Anakin in his prime before he got his arms and legs cut off. Before he lost a little bit of his Force power because he didn't have a full body to maneuver with. I don't know. It's just a thought. So maybe I'll make a what if video about that. What if Palpatine cloned Anakin during his prime? I'll take as a hair follicle, or not a follicle. You don't want to cut his follicle out, but yeah, don't clone me. There's too many of me already. Yeah, DR, I do concede that it is possible he had 2 sets of armor, and probable even. Yeah, so Knut, I did get the other. Hang on a second, I'll show you guys what I got. All right, so it's story time with Fanatic. You know, every time I do a live stream, I like to do at least one story for you guys. Last Friday is my day to go to the comic book store. That's when I pick up the newest War of the Bounty Hunters comics. I check out what Black Series figures and Funko Pops they have, because they have a lot, and they have Hot Toys and Sideshow collectibles and everything. And they have a giant bust from Sideshow of Boba Fett and Darth Vader, and I tell them I'm not going to buy it, because as long as they have it, it's pretty much like I own it, because I can just walk in and look at it. And that's pretty much what I'll do with it in my cave here, is just look at it. So as long as they own it, I own it. So if somebody else buys it, I'm just going to have to track them down and ask them if I can go and see it. Anyway, so last Friday I went to the comic book store, and I was looking for one comic in particular. I'm hiding them from you guys for a moment. 4LOM and Zuckuss #1. It's a one-off, and it ties into the War of the Bounty Hunters series, and they didn't have it. They had every other comic, and I've never seen them sell out of a comic. So I was like, what? So I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we don't know if we're going to get more, or a second printing or something like that. So I was really disappointed. I got on Amazon and found it, ordered it for $4 plus $5 shipping, which made no sense. But it said it'd be here by like next Wednesday or something. And I was like, all right. So I ordered it. Yesterday is my next Friday to go to the comic book store. And lo and behold, they have the 4LOM and Zuckuss comic book. I'm like, okay, something inside me is telling me, go ahead and buy it. Go ahead and buy it. Even though you got it ordered, go ahead and buy it. And I was like, okay, all right, I'll go ahead and buy it. So I got 4LOM and Zuckuss, War of the Bounty Hunters. Zuckuss must die. And I also got a variant cover of the Star Wars comic. Looks like it's got Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo on the front, and a reward poster. So this ties into the War of the Bounty Hunters comic. And I got the main issue #3 of War of the Bounty Hunters. So, pretty good haul yesterday, but I haven't had a chance to read them yet. So I will read them probably today or this evening. Knut, and hopefully I can get a review video out by Monday on everything that I've got so far. Hey, good to see you, Kayoki. Or Kayoki. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I hope I got it right. Yeah, Hot Toys are awesome, Keith. Thank you. And I do have the one Boba Fett that Marcos sent me, and I'm still so grateful for it. It's on my top shelf of my new 5-tier shelf that I bought, with light shining right on it, and it's awesome. Love you some Zuckuss, huh? Yeah, I'm curious where this comic book is going, because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but I kind of do at the same time, where I think it was the issue 1 of War of the Bounty Hunters, when Boba Fett ran into Zuckuss and 4LOM and killed him. But now there's a 4LOM and Zuckuss #1. So I'm wondering if it goes back in time, or if it stays in the current timeline, because I'm pretty sure they're dead. Anyways. No, I haven't seen the Bosk fan film yet, but I think next month is when the Bosk #1 War of the Bounty Hunters comes out. So I'll be interested in getting that one. They're tying so many comics into this War of the Bounty Hunters, and I'm loving it. It's making me broke, and my wife kind of looks at me all sideways when I come home with 3 new comics. But I got my stamp card stamped, so. I've also been, here's another thing. Do any of you guys know Element 7? He may be watching. He may not be. He does his live streams on Saturdays as well. If anybody does, please let me know. Yeah, Robin, it was probably number 2. Cooper, I'm not sure what Omega's special mutation was other than she's a female. And she has pretty good insight into things, but it showed her insight into Crosshair was wrong. So maybe that's not her mutation. All right, DR, you want to post a link to that? And I'll check it out. I don't have much time for hunting. I mean, okay, so in the mornings and the afternoons when I'm leaving work and going to work, that's pretty much the only time I really get to watch YouTube channels. And I have been stuck on this one channel, and I'm so addicted to it. It's crazy. It's not even a Star Wars channel. It's a guy called Mr. Ballin, and he does creepy stories and true stories and stuff like that. And it's just weird. It's really good. Yesterday I watched a video about a 5-way murder that happened in England, and it wound up being a series on HBO Max, so I went ahead and watched that. Hey, thank you, DR. Yeah, that's it, Robin. Omega was 100% Fett. She's an unaltered clone of Django as well, other than her X and Y chromosome. You know more about that than I do. Yeah, Knut. I'm planning on doing one on Monday because I'm doing this theme thing right now. Like Mondays, Mandalorian Mondays. Fridays, Boba Fett Fridays. I need to work in other Star Wars stuff too, but I don't get a lot of views when I do other Star Wars stuff. Like if I do anything Darth Vader, it might get 50 views, and that's it. It's all right, Robin. Oh, Jonathan, you were watching Mr. Ballin? Dude's crazy. I mean, I love his channel. I love everything he does. But, I mean, early morning when I'm driving to work, some of the stuff kind of creeps me out. And I got to get out of my car in the dark and walk like a quarter mile into my building. And I'm like, all right, so, I can't carry pepper spray or anything because I work at an airport. Yeah, so yeah, I'm planning on doing that review of the War of the Bounty Hunters. Everything so far, I'm gonna have to go back and read everything again and take some notes to make it a really good review. I want to make it. I'm trying to do my videos. I don't know. I don't know if the quality's just not there or what's going on because I'm really not getting that many views, and I'd like to get my messages out there. But I want to reread all the War of the Bounty Hunters and go through it again, and really do a really good review. Then, when it's all complete in October, I want to go through and do one final review, and it'll probably have to be a live stream because it's going to be a long review. I don't know if I can sit and edit an hour video without it just being me on webcam. I have a theory why the children of the Watch abandoned Death Watch. I mean, probably around the same reasons that Bo-Katan abandoned Death Watch. They didn't agree with the politics that were going on, letting Maul rule as a Aroeti. Or maybe just after Pre Vizsla died, Death Watch really wasn't a thing anymore. They just became Mandalorian super commandos through Gar Saxon and Maul and Almec. It didn't seem like there was much of a Death Watch once they became the what was Maul's crime syndicate. I forget. My favorite video I've made, I don't know. Let me look through my list of videos here and see what I can figure out for you. I don't know. I thought the one I did yesterday was pretty good. The history of Boba Fett. The updated where did Boba Fett get his armor. And I'm loving doing the Jango Fett fan fictions. I'm really liking that. So it's probably a three-way tie between those. Here they came out with the new name of Boba Fett ship. Yeah, I heard they changed it to Fire Spray, and that's kind of disappointing. I'm still hoping it's just a stand-in name until they name it Jester's Legacy. I'm really hoping for Jester's Legacy. Hey, good morning, Echo Base Network. Good to see you. And Boba Fett, the best bounty hunter. Good to see you. Shadow Collective. That's it, Robin. Thank you. It was escaping my mind. That's awesome, DR. Halfway to 3K. I thought you were above 2,000 last time I saw you. Are you at 2,500 now? That's awesome, DR. Mr. Famous. That's what Javier was calling you the other day. Mr. Famous. Anyways, I mentioned Element 7 earlier. I was in communication with him before, a couple weeks ago, and he and I decided we may do a collaboration live stream, maybe on a weeknight, because we both do our live streams on Saturdays, so it wouldn't really do anything. He does his thing, I do my thing, and then maybe meet in the middle sometime during the week. I think that'd be really good. I like what he does. I like Element 7. He's I don't want to say no nonsense, but he's fact. You know, I haven't seen him jump in with much opinion, like a couple of YouTubers that I just dropped recently because they were getting too much into the drama, and I didn't like it. So, yeah. So, I like Element 7. He does good stuff. You're kind of Mr. Famous. Yeah. Hey, Javier, good to see you. I get recognized sometimes on channels randomly, and I'm like, hi. You know, DR, wait until you, like, I wear my Star Wars fanatic shirt, one of them at least, or the hoodie or something, once in a while when I go out, especially when I go to the comic book store or something like that. You know, you got to represent, you got to promote your craft. And one time I was out and a person said, how'd you get the shirt? And I said, oh, I had it made. And they're like, oh, there's a YouTuber with that name. And I said, yeah, that's me. I said, there's my cards. I have business cards at the comic book store with my YouTube channel on it and everything. So it was pretty neat. All right, good to see you, Cooper. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so it's pretty neat. And then at work, if I get a new hire or something like that, and they say, oh, I have a Star Wars lanyard, and they say, oh, I love your lanyard. Where'd you get that? I was like, oh, my wife got it for me for Christmas one year. I'm like, you like Star Wars? They're like, yeah. I was like, here, I'll hand them a business card and say, check out my channel. They're like, I'm already subscribed. And they hand it back. And I'm like, okay, this is getting pretty awesome. I don't know about famous, but I mean, it's just neat that a lot of people have seen my channel now. Even though I'm not getting a whole lot of views, whole lot of people say they know who I am. So I know my son has some friends that work with him that talk about my channel a lot. And he says, yeah, that's my dad. And not edits, but my other son. All right, let's see. I must have missed something here. Cruz, Swaggerlock, good to see you. What did I miss? I'm not seeing the original comment here. It is fun, DR. I really like it. Oh, I see what you're saying, crew. Hey, DR. Try to delete that comment. See what happens. I'm not sure what we're getting to, but yeah, DR, Robin, and Knut can delete comments. I don't really go in and do that because, I mean, as long as everybody's not F-bombing all over the place and putting each other down and stuff like that for what they like, then I'm not going to say anything about what you guys say in the comments. I'm pretty laid back. I just Don't like drama. No, but Knut, it looks like there's some variant covers for War of the Bounty Hunters coming out, and they have Bosk's ship named correctly. I think Zuckuss, Dengar's ship, and then Boba Fett says Fire Spray. Like I said, maybe it's just a placeholder until they rename it Jester's Legacy or something like that. If they're going to rename it, please just do it Jester's Legacy. You guys have already made Jester canon. Let's make the Slave One Jester's Legacy. I know in the originals, Jester's Legacy was not Slave One. It was Jango's ship before the Slave One. But things can change and be relevant. All right, DR. Hey, Keith, you doing all right? You having a stroke or something? It's Slave One. Haha. Yes, it is. Bomb is my first. F-bomb is my first language. Oh, don't get me wrong, Allison. I mean, the way I am on here is not the way I am at work, and the way I am at work is not the way I am at home. I don't F-bomb at home. I don't F-bomb on my videos. I don't F-bomb on other people's videos or comments on Facebook or anything like that. I try to conduct myself as professionally as I can, but then when I'm at work, I get so frustrated, and I'm like, you beep, 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 you know? So, I'm not always this prim and proper. I like to keep my business as business, other than my first job business. Sorry I keep taking a drink, guys. Talking a lot just makes my throat dry, my mouth dry, and this coffee's really good. So there's that. All right, let's see what we can do with this here holocron. I disappointed you guys a couple weeks ago when I did. This is the one I got from Walt Disney World. I did get it to work again the other day, but that's not saying it's going to work now. I'm going to give it a couple tries. Hey, Keith. Italian gangster at work. No, I've been called other things, but not an Italian gangster. Here, let me unplug it, see if that helps a little bit. I've been charging it all morning, so. It's just goofy. See, you hear it working when I put the crystal in. Come on, just one time. Just one time. Quit proving me.
Let me help you to know
there it is.
Of the Force. My mentor taught me everything about the Force, even the nature of the dark side.
Yeah, so I got Palps. I got Papa Palpatine. And usually when he works one time, he will go off and just work like crazy. But right now he's not going to do it. He proved me I'm not a liar. And now he's not going to do it. Okay, stop with the weird noises and just do the Papa Palpatine thing. Okay, never mind. Close it up. All right. Italy has unions. Yeah, my job isn't a union. Yeah, it worked, DR. Finally. One time. You're paid to say F-bombs. Yeah, you don't get to pick whose voice you get with the crystals. It's random. It's really random. I was trying to get a black crystal, but the little tricks I had learned on YouTube to find a black crystal did not work at all. So I was not able to do that. Force-sensitive artifacts should be cordless. Yes, but they should also be where you don't have to change batteries in them. And I'd rather it take a cord to charge it than have to change batteries in the thing. Darth Gerald. Yeah, that's what my channel used to be called, Javier. Back in the day, probably a year and a half ago, I changed it to Star Wars Fanatic because Darth Gerald just didn't. I don't know. That's my gamer tag. So, yeah, check me out on Twitch, too. Sometimes I stream on there. Been doing it a lot more lately. Yeah, I get onto Skyrim and just see what kind of trouble I can get into rather than playing the stories. I go through and like, okay, so one time I broke into this house. I had to lockpick it and get in, and there's a lady sitting on the bench, and she's like, "You shouldn't be here. You need to get out." Blah blah blah. So I walk up to her. I was like, "Shut up, B word!" Whack, slapped her. And then immediately 2 guards jump in the door and start attacking me. I'm jumping and running. So, give you an idea, my guy's a lizard man on Skyrim, and his name's Irwin. And he's just my goof off character that I just go around goofing off with. So I'm running and jumping. I'm like, "Jump, Irwin, jump, Irwin." And I'm live on Twitch the whole time. "Jump, Irwin, run." So he's running. And every time I run past a guard, I'll shoot him with an arrow or something and just keep running. And by the end of it, I had like 50 guards chasing me, swarming me to kill me. And I run into a door. I'm like, "Oh, good, a door." And I run in and I open it up and I stop. I'm like, "Oh, crud." There was a barracks and there was about 50 more guards in there. And then immediately the other 50 guards piled in behind me. So now Irwin is stuck in this barracks. He can't go anywhere. Every time I turn on Irwin's game, he's in the middle of 100 people and just dies instantly. And I tried it over and over and over on Twitch, and it just became impossible. So I switched the game to Assassin's Creed, where you can go around just slapping people or throwing a knife at them and then hide and get away with it. But sometimes I don't like to. I like to see how many people I can get chasing me in that as well. Like run up and slap a cop and run. It's an Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It's not the best Assassin's Creed, but it's not the worst either. Yeah, so there's that. Crew Swaggerlock. I believe the Wayfinder in Rise of Skywalker was a holocron. It was just a different type of holocron that had information as to where to locate Exegol. Yeah, so that was funny stuff. I was really loving doing the Skyrim thing. Then I got some buddies that played Squadrons, so I have yet to be able to link up with them again. I did it one time, and then now I'm just waiting for them to be able to link up again because it's cross-platform. They're Xbox, some of them, and some of them PlayStation. I'm PlayStation. It's really fun playing with them, and I want to do it on Twitch. And I did Squadrons by myself on Twitch, which was fun, but, I mean, I'm horrible at the game. I suck at it so bad. I can't even spawn without dying. I mean, it takes no effort to spawn, and I still die. It's like they spawn me right in the middle of all 5 of their ships pointing at me, and boom, I die right away. And I'm like, so my guy, he's got these quips that he says when he comes in. He's one-liners and trying to be funny and everything, like "Ace is in the house" or "Ace is in the battle," and I yell at him. I'm like, "Stop saying that. We're just gonna die. It's gonna be over here in about 3 seconds." And boom, I blow up and die. So it's over in about 3 seconds. It doesn't matter how beefy I make my shields, what new shields I put onto it, or anything like that. It's just I die. I did wind up killing 2 people in one match, and I was excited. And I think I heard somebody in Russian cheering me on when I finally killed somebody, but I just said, "I don't understand you. Please speak English." But yeah, so it's fun. It's fun. I like doing it. I don't play games to be the best player at the game because, I mean, I'm old. I got old fingers, and I'm not going to be as quick as these young kids. My reflexes aren't as good. So I'm just having fun just playing it, just going in and having a good time. All right, Knut, deal. I'll play with you. I mean, I'll post my gamer tag in the community sometime. But yeah, I just have fun playing the games. I enjoy them. I mean, Battlefront 2. Now that I can whoop a little ass in that. I'm not the best player, but I usually rank around the middle of the teams. So, I mean, once in a while I'll get number 1 or number 2, but I mean, I'm not horrible. I'm not as bad as some of them I see out there. I shoot and roll, and then shoot and roll. See how I do that? Shoot and roll, and then I'm gone. Yeah, so, whew. So I'm upset that I haven't heard anything about this Ubisoft open world Star Wars game since January. I don't understand what's going on with it. I don't understand why they haven't just said, yeah, we're still working on it or something like that. And everybody online is just quiet. Hearing crickets chirp would mean you hear something. I don't hear crickets chirping even. So I'm hoping it's not dead in the water like the past open world Star Wars games that were being worked on. But yeah, I'm hoping for a really good game out of that one. Good. I didn't know you left, DR. I didn't realize it. Well, welcome back. But yeah, so the closer the Book of Boba Fett gets to coming out, the more excited I get. I'm just amped about it. I'm just going crazy for it. I mean, it's only, what, 4 months away, and I'm just like, oh, let's go. Let's get it. I don't care if it's going to bring wintertime with it. I'm tired of hot anyway. Let's go. My bonsais need some cool air, so let's do some Book of Boba Fett. Let's get it wintertime. And hopefully, season 3 of The Mandalorian will come out in spring of 2022 and not spring of 2023. There's so many Star Wars projects in the works, but it seems like they're all way far away. Like, oh, we're going to release 9 episodes of Visions all at one time in September, and you're not going to see anything else until December. When are we going to see The Bad Batch Season 2? Yeah, I don't know. Man. I know, I'm sounding really negative lately, and I'm sorry for that. I'm really not a negative person. I'm an impatient person. I want to see these series come to fruition. I want to see the Kenobi, the Ahsoka, even the Andor, and the Acolyte. I haven't heard anything about the Acolyte in a long time. And what about the films, like Taika Waititi's film? That should be coming. We should be hearing something about that, because I think it was supposed to come out next year or the year after, and we've heard nothing. I can't wait, DR. It's frustrating. Yeah, and it's nuts. And Dawn, if you're still there, I that message you sent me on Instagram, that's hilarious, because it seems like another YouTuber's breaking too, and he's not. He's spending more time focusing on other YouTubers than he is on his own content. And if you look at his channel and all of his comments and all of his videos and stuff, it's, you're amazing. You're amazing. We love you. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. We love you. We love you. And he's just sitting back like, I am Grand Poobah. Love me. And other people are stupid. Come on, dude. There's room on this planet for more than one Star Wars YouTuber. There's hundreds of us. Hundreds. And there's room for every one of us. I don't want to put anybody out of business. I want to encourage people. I don't want to put him out of business. I want him to be encouraged as well. I don't think it's right to say, I am the Star Wars Grand Master because I have more followers than anybody else. Who cares about that? I mean, lemmings have followers. Doesn't mean they're smart. Dodo birds, they had followers. Doesn't mean they're smart. But yeah, I mean, when he's doing his Star Wars content, he does it really well, and I enjoy it. I enjoy his content. I don't want to name him because I know what'll happen. He'll just call me out. I'll get stuck in this whole negative vibe thing that he has going on, and I don't want that. And I'll just say thank you for commenting. Good luck to you, buddy. Because I take the high ground. That's what I do. Yeah, memers are great. Memers, but it's the people that, like me, I know a lot about Star Wars, and I don't know everything. I've been studying Star Wars since 1977, and there's still so much I don't know. Um, so for somebody that's been studying it for 10 years to say they know everything, that gets under my skin, because up until a couple of years ago, the person didn't even watch Rebels. Said it looked stupid. Didn't watch it. Thank you, Canute. I appreciate that. I really do. I don't know if I'm amazing, but I mean, I try. And I enjoy talking about Star Wars. And I enjoy theorizing and discussing it and breaking it down into parts and just like just digging deep into it. I don't like the negativity that's in the Star Wars community. It drives me insane. And that's what I'm trying to get at with this other YouTuber is that the negativity needs to quit, man. I mean, you made a video about a dude that said something about you crying on your video, and then you attacked him. Attacked him for not supporting you. Well, you attacking him is not supporting him. None of it is supportive for each other. It's stupid. Just everybody drop the negativity. Let's all be Star Wars fans and enjoy what we enjoy. It's like cake. We all love cake, but we all don't love all cake. We all love a certain type of cake or a couple of types of cake. There are certain types of cake we don't like. And that's what Star Wars is. It's cake. It's got layers. And, like ogres have layers and parfaits and onions have layers. But you're not going to like everything Star Wars that comes out. You're going to try. You're going to give it a chance. You're not going to judge it by its cover like I do and just ignore it. But I didn't ignore it for long. I did take on Rebels and loved it. So, no, I don't know them, DR. I'll have to check them out. Thanks, DR. I appreciate that. Star Wars is nice cake. It's tasty cake. It's the dark side cake. But yeah, I mean, Star Wars just needs to be a community of strength, not a community of attacking each other. It's not that we're building up for some revolution or anything like that, but I don't see many Trekkers or Trekkies or whatever you call them going at each other like this. The way Star Wars fans do. I mean, if I like The Rise of Skywalker and somebody on here doesn't, and they're going to, then the polite thing to do is say, I respectfully disagree. And then you talk about your opinions and why you disagree. Not say, you're a douche because you like Rise of Skywalker. You're not a real fan and all that stuff. That's not productive. That's just horrible. That's bullying and just mean tactics. What do you mean, Don? Sorry, I'm reading over it really quick. Javier, I like cake too, but your cake looks weird. He's become that person attacking a smaller YouTube that honestly questioned his use of their idea. Oh, so he used her idea and he's attacking her for questioning him on it. Gotcha. Yeah, that's shady. I mean, nobody owns Star Wars. None of us YouTubers own Star Wars. I mean, somebody owns Star Wars. Disney owns Star Wars, and investors and shareholders own Star Wars, but we don't own Star Wars. We can't say that this is only my theory. Like, my theory of crosshair chip being removed or never working, period. That theory was something I thought of in my head, yes. And I put it in video format and all that stuff. And then I saw that other people had done it as well after I did. I didn't go attacking them and saying, that was my idea. Why are you taking it? And that's my theory. I commented on there. I have the same theory. Thanks. I'm glad somebody else is along the same lines as me, because it means we're all thinking alike. And that's good. That's good positivity to have everybody think the same way. Not exactly the same way, but we're drawing conclusions. 2 sets is valid, DR, and I give you 100% credit for that. I don't say that. I mean, the way I found it out was my own work and frustrations and stuff like that. It took me a long time to do it. But you gave me the idea to look up 2 sets of armor, and I appreciate that. My tactics confuse and frighten you. Yeah, sorry guys. I didn't mean to go off on a rant. It's just, That was not my intention today. It's just I get upset about these things. I don't like people that think they own Star Wars and they're the only ones that know anything about Star Wars, because they're not. There are a lot of good Star Wars channels out there that know a lot of stuff about Star Wars, and I would love to work with each and every one of them and just do something together. I don't know about Martin Luther King Jr. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, he was a great man. He did more for the world than I ever could. I'm just trying to bring Star Wars fans together. Oh, thank you, Knut. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of Star Wars YouTubers anymore either, because a lot of them are getting into the negativity. I mean, there are so many of the big ones just getting into the negativity and hearing their opinions and stuff. Like Star Wars Meg, I will promote her all day long. She has her opinions of different Star Wars movies, but she doesn't push them on people. She says it and says, but if you like it, that's up to you. Good. I'm glad. And and it's uplifting to see somebody like that, because I'm the same way. I like this Star Wars movie or I don't like that one. And if you do or don't, then that's fine. We're still fans. Oh, gotcha, Keith. He didn't have to make a 4-minute video about that. Then, funny, deleted it. Yeah, yeah. So I had my own run-in with the that Star Wars channel, and I've unsubscribed to him since then, because I mean, all I really said was, I'm tired of everybody calling it George Lucas's Star Wars. It's not George Lucas's anymore. He sold it. It's up to new owners, just like a new owner of a car. It can't be told by the old owner what to do with it. It's time for somebody else to take the reins and do their job the way they see fit. And he got upset with it. Don't tell me what I can have for my head canon. I don't tell you what to have for your head canon and all this. I said, I didn't tell you what to have for your head canon. I'm just telling you that it's not George Lucas's Star Wars anymore. I mean, you can like it or hate it, whatever. Anyways, nah, I'm no good at making memes, Dr. Yeah, making a 4-minute video about it, that's just crazy. I wish I would have seen it, but I'd hate to give him more views. That just justifies his actions and makes him do it more. So, nah. I'm glad I didn't see it. But are we running close on time here? My throat feels like it's been an hour. I can't tell. I don't see where... Oh my goodness. Yep, it's not telling me anywhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got about 2 minutes. I don't know, Dr. I like this fanfics. I like what he did. I like that he got he was able to produce something that great. But he should have been more careful, because everybody knows you can't use Star Wars music in your content. I mean, I started out a year and a half ago or more or something, and I knew then you couldn't use Star Wars music in your content. You can only use so much of footage and characters, and before they claim a copyright strike on you. So all that work he did was for nothing. He gets no money out of it at all. Yeah, 2 more minutes and it's an hour. I do want to thank everybody for being here and listening to my rant. I'm sorry. I really don't like doing that. It's not in my nature. Like I said, I've had a rough couple weeks at work, and I'm really just venting, and that's probably the underlying issue, is just work. I wish this was my job. I'd love to make this my job. So if you guys could help me out with that, make this my job. Let's boost this channel up as far as we can. I'd like to retire in a couple of years from physical labor. I've been doing that stuff for 35 years, and I'm just exhausted. Every day I wake up tired, I go to bed tired. I can't stay awake past 8 o'clock without passing out. Other than last night, I stayed awake till 2 a.m. watching that series on HBO Max. Thanks, DR, but not everybody likes them. I try to be a positive Star Wars channel, so the rants really make me look negative and petty, and I'm not negative and petty. I've just had a rough couple weeks, and I'm just tired. Ever since I got back from Disney, it's just been go, 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 go. Like now, after I get off here, I have to go, 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 go. I have housework to do. I have to pressure wash my deck and lay some toe molding in the main part of the house because we just got our flooring did, and I have to mow the lawn, and it looks like it's going to rain, and I'll mow the lawn in the rain because I don't care because I'm a ninja. But yeah, sorry, I went off in a completely different direction, but I appreciate you guys listening to me. It really, really, really warms my heart that I have so many people that regularly come and see me. I'm tried to get on at 10 o'clock today, but like I said, I had a couple things I was trying to do, try new thumbnail tricks and getting my green screen and lighting and all that set up. I should have done that yesterday, but instead I went over to my sister's house, and the wife and I had a couple drinks and sat in the pool. So I needed some relaxation. Book of Boba better get him to 10K. I hope so. I hope I get to 5K before the end of the month. That was my goal, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. That's only 10 days away. That would have been a heck of a birthday present for me, but, you know, it is what it is. Things happen. I'm still moving up. It's just, I don't know. I'd like to grow beyond what I am, and of course, I'll never forget you guys. You know, even if I get up to 100,000 subscribers one day, you guys are the base. You guys are the ones that started me. You guys are the ones that have been here since the beginning, and I appreciate the hell out of that. Live Meg with Star Wars Santa in about an hour. All right, Dawn. You know, as much as I love Star Wars Meg's channel, she has never once replied to any of my comments, but she has like almost 100,000 subscribers too, so it's hard for her to get on and reply to everybody. I had a video blow up over 200,000 views back in December of last year, and I was trying to reply to every comment on there, even the negative ones, and then I was like, okay, I give up. I give up. Me give up. Yeah, I mean, if you guys can get Meg to join in, then I'd be glad to do a live stream with her. I don't think she shows her face though, so at least I've never seen it. So if you guys wouldn't mind, please jump over and click that like button real quick. Let's see how high that jumps up. So I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds, and I'm gonna watch the likes. So let's see. Everybody doing it? Or nobody doing it? Hit the like. Go on. Get on. I know you like my channel. Hit the like. All right, just kidding. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. That'll keep you up to date on all my Star Wars releases. If there's something that you would like to see in particular, leave a comment in one of my videos. I read every comment that goes into my videos. So leave a comment in one of my videos as to something you would like to see in particular. I do get some great suggestions, like DR with the 2 sets of armor, Knut wanting the War of the Bounty Hunters reviews. But I want to know what you guys want to see. I don't want to just produce what I want. I've been producing a lot of Boba Fett stuff, and not that I'm getting tired of it or anything, but we're running low on Boba Fett material. So anything else Star Wars you guys want to see, let me know, and I'll do my darndest to try to get it on there. Yes, DR, I will watch your video. And everybody subscribe if you haven't done so already. And thank you guys so much for joining. And remember, this is the way, the only way.